Testing. Testing. Hello? Hello? Ah? 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 Max, you're a fucking dog. What the hell? I'm talking to the TV again, Max. I'm crazy. I'm talking to nobody. There's nobody here. Who am I talking to? The world may never know. We got a show here today, everybody. Welcome to the program. I am here to do a show, to do a program today. This is the Above It All show. It's the Above It All show. Does anyone ever know about, has anyone ever heard about the Above It All show? Has anyone ever heard of the show? Does anyone know about this? Is anyone here? Max is here. Max, are you a dog? He's trying to lick my foot, but I got socks on. Max, I have socks on. All right, everyone, brace for impact. What is going on here? What is that? Like, what is that? Max, what are you? Oh my god. Anyway, doing a show today. So bear with me. I'm still on my first cup of coffee. I'm going to be talking about a couple of things here. Is that a new outfit for Max? It's not new, but I think it's the second time I've showed it on stream, so it's not often. But this is I think it's supposed to be like a turtle shell, I think. And, when it's rainy, you wanna protect him from the rain when he goes outside. So that's the theoretical use value. But I got a program here today. Got a show based program, a program-based show based in reality as well as on the internet. So, going to be doing a program, not to be confused with a pogrom, which you do not want to confuse things with. And going to be starting the show. So I got a couple. I'm going to be talking about some stuff here. I'm going to be jumping in on some viral trends, yo. Jumping in on viral trends. Let's start off by talking about religion. I do love religion. I'm a huge fan of religion. Many people don't know this actually, but and I, sometimes don't communicate it that well. But I love religion and I love religious people. I think religious people are oftentimes the most accepting and loving people that I've ever met in my life. I got plenty of religious people in my family and they're all wonderful. They love queer people and they're just great humans to be around. But I don't even know where I was going with that. But anyway, let's talk about this. So this has been trending here in circles. Art professor sues after firing over Prophet Muhammad images. So, this is a follow-up to a story that I did not cover previously. Did not know about it previously, but I saw this one. And apparently, an art professor was prompted by a classroom to show a ancient depiction of Muhammad in the 15th century or so. And she offered any Muslim students to leave, and they chose to stay. Then they got triggered because they're fucking stupid, because anybody who is a Muslim who believes that you're not allowed to draw the prophet is a fucking moron. I don't give a shit about, my religious belief. Go fuck yourself with your religious belief. Your religious belief is fucking stupid, and so are you. So anyway, let's read this. This is an interesting situation here. Ultimately, this boils down to free speech. Attorneys for an adjunct art professor said Tuesday she is suing the Minnesota university that dismissed her after a Muslim student objected to depictions of the Prophet Muhammad at a global art course. While the university admitted to a misstep, the plans to hold public conversations about academic freedom and plans to do that. In her lawsuit, Erica Lopez Prater, no C, alleges that Hamline, I don't know, University, a small private school in St. Paul, subjected her to religious discrimination and defamation and damaged her professional and personal reputation. Quote, among other things, Hamlin, through its administration, has referred to Dr. Lopez Prater's actions as, quote, undeniably Islamophobic. Her attorneys said in a statement, comments like these, which have now been published in news stories around the globe, will follow Dr. Lopez Prater throughout her career, potentially resulting in her inability to obtain tenure-track position at any institution of higher education. Once again, an important fact here is she literally did give a trigger warning. She said, if anyone is offended by depictions of the Prophet Muhammad, leave the room. Students decided to stay in the room because they're dumb, and they're eternally triggered little snowflake bitches. This is the same thing that happens. You see this all the time when a professor criticizes Israel and then they accuse them of being anti-Semitic. Like criticizing, and in this instance, this isn't even a criticism, right? But like this is not a criticism at all. Like she did not criticize Islam in any way. But again, like this idea that criticizing a religious institution is just out of bounds. In polite society, you're not allowed to do it. You're not allowed to step on the toes of some stupid-ass fucking Santa Claus-like motherfuckers. I mean, I'm sorry, man. The dumbest shit in the world. It's Islamophobic to look at a drawing that was drawn by Muslims themselves. Once again, there's this common perception out there that Muslims are not a fan of drawings of the Prophet, Muhammad, and that's just not true. There's thousands and thousands and thousands of different kinds of ways that people approach Islam. A lot of people that believe in that stupid ass shit don't believe in the even stupider ass shit, like you can't draw a Prophet Muhammad. There's plenty, millions, dare I say billions of Muslims that don't give a shit. And in this instance, the art that she was showing was drawn by Muslims, right? So again, it's just a bunch of stupid ass bullshit. Let's keep reading. In Minnesota, a lawsuit can be started by serving a summons and a complaint to the party being sued. Attorneys for Lopez Prater said the lawsuit was served to Hamlin University on Tuesday and will soon be filed in court. Hamlin University President Fanny Miller and Ellen Watters, the Board of Trustees chair, released a joint statement Tuesday saying recent communications, articles, and opinion pieces have led the school to review and re-examine our actions. Oh, really? Oh, really? I mean, seriously, again, I don't give a fuck about if you go to college and you're religious, like, I mean, tough luck. If you learn about facts in college and you're religious and you don't like facts, how about go fuck yourself? Is that an option? Are we allowed to discuss that as an option? If you go to school and they teach you about evolution, well, the Bible says you got dang good, Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. I don't give a shit about your Bible. You're a fucking moron, right? So, I mean, it's not that hard to understand this kind of stuff. I mean, this is why I tell you all, I hate religion, and most importantly, I hate religious people, because these so-called good Muslims, good Christians, and good Jews, they give cover and enable all the shit, all the fucked up shit that these religions do, because they treat these religious institutions as if they're actually a real thing. The Catholic Church, not a real thing. It's just a bunch of morons playing dress up and worshiping a god, and also stealing a bunch of money from people that are too dumb to, they just, give your money to the Lord, give your money to the Lord. It's just a bunch of fucking Ponzi schemes, right? So again, but we live in this stupid ass society where if you criticize any religious institution, you're Islamophobic. Well, you know what? Maybe I am Islamophobic. You know what? Maybe I am anti-Semitic. If criticizing Israel's genocidal policy in the West Bank is anti-Semitic, sign me the fuck up. If I'm Christophobic because I don't like Christians that are doing terror attacks on queer nightclubs, sign me the fuck up. I think people in society, polite society, if you will, are way too afraid to criticize religion. We've entered this weird area in our culture where we had this like big atheist movement, like, maybe a decade ago, and then like the atheists lost, and in the Christians' defense, in the Muslim and the Jewish people's defense, the atheists of 10 years ago were fucking stupid. There were some crazy motherfuckers. Sam Harris, dumb as a doornail. Like, we're talking about some really dumbass motherfuckers. So I don't blame the atheist movement necessarily for failing to gain any sort of public prominence. But I'm here to tell you that I think we need to try again, because these religious fucking motherfuckers are insane. They're insane. I don't know what to tell you. They're crazy, and they're taking over the world. I don't know. Like, Israel is literally, like, politicians in Israel are, like, clapping and cheering for fucking genocide. Like, they're talking about, like, literally engaging in the final solution in Gaza, and they're all cheering, and you're not allowed to criticize that? Like, I don't know, man. Maybe we need to bring atheism back, okay? I don't know. Just food for thought here. Maybe let's bring atheism back into the mainstream, because I've had enough of this fucking shit. And this, and I'm ranting and raving about religion as a whole, but this is just one of those things that this idea that religious people have like a special right in society. I believe in some made up fairy tale, so I get special attention. Really? Religious exemption clauses? Like, oh, I don't want to wash my hands because I'm religious? What? I don't want to get a vaccine because I'm religious? I don't want to look at a math test because I'm religious? Like, what does that even mean? Anyway, let's keep going. Quote, like all organizations, sometimes we misstep, the statement said, in the interest of hearing from and supporting our Muslim students. I love that. As if all Muslim students agree with this stupid triggered little fucking baby that's like, Again, once again, the art that this teacher portrayed was drawn by Muslims, right? So again, this is some real ass stupid ass shit, okay? In the interest of hearing from and supporting our Muslim students, language was used that does not reflect our sentiments on academic freedom. Based on all that we have learned, we have determined that our usage of the term Islamophobic was therefore flawed. But are they going to give her job back? Because unless they give her job back, as well as reparations for the damage to her reputation, this statement is meaningless. This statement is fucking meaningless garbage. Like, it's one thing, who even cares? Like, yeah, you're still fired, but we take back calling you Islamophobic, which is the reason we fired you, but you're still fired? What? That's a stupid ass fucking statement. That doesn't mean anything. That doesn't fucking mean anything. It's dumbass garbage, okay? The statement did not address the lawsuit, but said that the university strongly supports academic freedom, but they still fired the bitch. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. And, I don't use bitch in a negative way. I use bitch in a very, in a very nice way. I call everyone a bitch. I call myself a bitch. But anyway, like, they still fired the teacher. And, like, unless you're reversing it and giving her reparations for the damage to her reputation, this doesn't mean anything. Like, you support academic freedom. That's like a cop, like, killing a black person and then saying, oh, law and order, bro. Law and order. What do you mean law and order? You just fucking shot someone dead in the fucking streets and now you're talking about law and order? Like, what the fuck? Like, what? Again, these people are fucking morons. Which should coexist with support for students. What? The universe, like, if I go to college and they start teaching me about the invisible hand theory of economics, am I allowed to say that, yeah, that's a bunch of bullshit, and can I get that teacher fired? Can I go to a fucking private academy and then just say, yeah, this fucking teacher was talking about an invisible hand? As a communist, that's offensive to me. Can I get them fired? Or do I have to pretend to be religious? Like, that's the thing. Like, you can't get someone fired for disagreeing with you, but if you pretend that it's because you're religious, all of a sudden you can do whatever the fuck you want. It's a get out of jail free card for the dumbest motherfuckers in the world. Last October, Lopez Prater showed the 14th century painting depicting the Prophet Muhammad in a lesson on Islamic art. For many Muslims, now again, many Muslims, not all Muslims, not even a majority of Muslims, visual depictions of the Prophet Muhammad violate their faith. And again, so what? Your faith fucking sucks. You have a stupid fucking faith. Can we stop with this everyone's got an opinion bullshit? All opinions are equal. If your opinion is that Adam and Eve are the first humans, you're a fucking moron. If your opinion is that, like, Hunter Biden is a secret CIA agent who's gonna destroy the world, you're a fucking moron. If your opinion, quote unquote, is that the vaccine causes heart attacks, you're a fucking moron. And if your opinion is that because the Bible said so or the Torah said so, you're allowed to commit a genocide in Gaza, you're a fucking moron. If your opinion says that seeing a piece of art means that someone has to get fired, you're a fucking moron. It's not, like, who cares about their faith? Faith is another word for opinion, and we gotta stop respecting people's fucking opinions because their opinions can be wrong. This idea that you're allowed to have an opinion on factual things, like what is my opinion on my cell phone case? Well, my opinion is that it's green. That's not an opinion. That's just you being a fucking moron. So when you say it's my faith that God doesn't want me to see this image, that's not faith. That's not an opinion. You're just you're a schizophrenic patient. I don't know what to tell you, right? So Jesus fucking Christ. According to the lawsuit, Lopez Prater's course syllabus included a note that students would view images of religious figures, including the Prophet Muhammad. The syllabus also included an offer to work with students uncomfortable with viewing those images. So she knew that someone might get triggered, went out of her way, which she didn't need to, and in my opinion shouldn't have, because fuck them. But hey, she's trying to cover her ass, and she still got fired because of this uppity fuckface loser. By the way, who is the student? Can we name and shame the student here? Why isn't the student allowed to be named? That's a grown adult. You're telling me this is a kid? This is a grown adult at a university. Why is it that we know the art teacher's name and her name is being dragged through the mud, but we can't drag through the mud this uppity fucking goddamn loser, probably a trust fund baby lunatic, fucking triggered little snowflake whiny baby bitch? Why can't we do that? Can I find this fucking student's name in here? No, I can't. Why? Because she's protected, or he's protected, or they're protected because of religion. Religion is the magical get out of jail free card that lets you do fucked up shit to other people and get away with it. So anyway, I hate all religion. I think they're all dumb. Now, you can say that there's some aspects of some religion, like, Jesus's teachings can be pretty cool. The idea of giving people what they need, that's great. I don't know, maybe I heard that somewhere else. Maybe Karl Marx comes to mind. Anyway, a lot of Eastern religions can have a lot of valuable stuff, like Buddhism, right, has a lot of valuable stuff in there about, the psyche, the inner soul, and that kind of stuff, and that matches with science, and, we can do brain scans, and we can find out that, when people that do heavy meditation are talking about enlightenment, that it actually is a certain brain state that they're able to enter into, right? So, there's a lot of good stuff in a lot of religions, but the idea that someone should believe in a very strict interpretation, and again, not all Islam believes in the stupid ass Prophet Muhammad bullshit, so the idea that their specific sect of their specific dumbass fucking faith is all protected, there's 9,000 different kinds of Islam out there. We all have to walk on eggshells around every single one of these motherfuckers. And the same goes for Christians. Again, this story is about Islam, but I don't want Christians to get a get out of jail free card. These people are even dumber than fucking Muslims. At least Muslims in this country are a minority, right? They have some form of oppression, right? So I feel bad for them in some context. After 9/11, a lot of Muslims were fucking attacked and killed for no reason in this country, right? That's fucked up. Sikhs as well, who aren't even Muslim. They just quote unquote look similar to the average white racist Christian. But this country and the world, we are way too respectful to these religious people, and this is our downfall. I mean, seriously, we have to tiptoe around these stupid motherfucking schizophrenics that are running the country, right? And again, you see college professors get fired for anti-Semitic remarks when they criticize genocide going on in Israel, because Israel is the fourth fucking Reich, maybe the fifth Reich. If you count the USA as the fourth Reich, which I'm open to. I mean, look at what was going on in the Vietnam War, look what's going on in this country, Jim Crow, all, so on and so forth, right? Segregation, racism, police brutality. So I'm open to the idea that the U.S. is the Fourth Reich. But Israel is like the 4.5 Reich or Fifth Reich. I mean, Israel is a Nazi state. Isn't that crazy? I mean, and, again, I'm shunned from polite society. You're not going to see me get on mainstream news. You're not going to see me get an op-ed in any of these fucking things, because I say that Israel is a Nazi state. They do what the Nazis did, and that's okay. We're allowed. That's fine, because a bunch of dead people who founded Israel were Holocaust survivors. Now they're allowed to commit their own Holocaust. Really? And I'm not allowed to say that because religion can't do it. Anti-Semitic. Well, go fuck yourself with your anti-Semitic garbage. And if it's anti-Semitic to say that Israel is the Fifth Reich, you know what? Fuck you. I'm anti-Semitic. If it's Islamophobic to say that you shouldn't fucking fire someone for giving you a trigger warning and doing all that they can to fucking actually try to tiptoe around your bullshit, and you fire them anyway, yeah, fuck you. I'm Islamophobic. I'm Christophobic. I hate all religious people, and I hate all religion. And when, again, these so-called good Muslims, good Jews, Jews, good Christians, all they do is enable these institutions where the bad guys actually use it. In the same way that I think people that enable the United States legal system, that enable the United States policing system, if you think that there's such a thing as a good cop, you miss the mark and you're enabling the whole institution that is doing violence on thousands of Americans. If you think the legal system in the United States of America is fair and balanced, you are enabling a system that oppresses thousands of people, millions of people around the globe, right? So again, you know, this idea that like it's somehow like they're trying to reverse this shit, I don't know, man. It's fucking bullshit. But anyway, I just wanted to cover this one because it's the apex of a lot of different things I talk about. But again, this is why I say specifically I don't like religious people, right? And again, I know that some people might view that as offensive or bigoted, but I don't care about the people themselves. If they stop being religious, I'm in. I'm all in, right? But as long as they're enabling and defending and giving money to a system that is responsible for some crazy fucked up shit, I'm sorry. Game, set, match. You choose to go out of your way to worship a system that is rampant with child predation in the Catholic Church, for example, right? We saw there was a study that came out of France in 2020, I believe, maybe it was 2021, that said that just the Catholic churches in France are responsible for nearly 400,000 different cases of child molestation. But the good Christians, I can't call them stupid. The good Catholics, quote unquote good Catholics, for enabling and upholding, and that's just in France, by the way. Just in France. And that's just like a 20-year study. So, yeah. So when I say all religious people are bad, that's what I mean. They're shitty fucking garbage because they prop up a system that is evil. Pure evil. The Catholic Church, evil. Evil. Israel, evil. Evil, evil. And again, anything going to Saudi Arabia, for example, they talk about, oh, it's our faith that women aren't allowed to do this. Look at what's going on in Afghanistan. It's our faith that we get to kill women if they disagree with us slightly. That's our faith. My God says I get to murder and rape women who disagree with me slightly. Hey, I didn't say it. My God said it. Muhammad said it, bro. I don't know what to tell you. These are evil motherfuckers. And if we can't talk about that because, oh, how dare you criticize religion? Well, then we got a society that's re-entering the dark ages. So again, once again, I know atheism's got a bad rap because of dumb motherfuckers like Sam Harris. And trust me when I say this, that is not the kind of atheism that I subscribe to at all. That guy's a fucking moron. But this idea that because a couple of atheists were cringe on Reddit or something, so we're not allowed to criticize religion anymore, come the fuck on, bro. Come the fuck on. I feel like we're entering a dark age right now. I feel like religious suppression is getting way more intense. I mean, look at the Republican Party is fully embracing Christo-fascism in this country, right? Israel is committing the final solution. They have said that they are not doing a two-state solution. They are not doing a one-state solution. The politicians, as Netanyahu gets back in there, they literally announced that they're going to engage in a final solution. They're going to completely bulldoze all the settlements any minute now, right? So again, these religious institutions, again, Catholic Church, you got countries like Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Iran, Afghanistan, that are so-called, Muslim faith countries that are just committing atrocity after atrocity. The U.S., a so-called Christian country, atrocity after atrocity. Israel, a so-called Jewish stronghold, atrocity after atrocity. So maybe, I don't know, just maybe we should be allowed to be proud and very, animated atheists without the so-called good Christians trying to come in and run cover for these corrupt institutions. So I say fuck that shit. I'm an atheist. Not only am I an atheist, I'm an anti-theist, and my goal in life is to see the eradication of religious institutions. I want, on my deathbed, to be remembering when the Catholic Church fell and collapsed and everyone just disregarded it. That's what I want. I want to remember when the state of Israel was destroyed, and then actually there was a revolution in Palestine, and then people have their country back. That's what I want in my life, because these religious institutions are trash. They're garbage. savage, and the people that follow them are dumber than doornails. So anyway, that's my religion segment. And again, this teacher, not only should she be rehired, fuck that school, by the way, she should be given a free pass to go teach at any school that she wants, because she was just doing her fucking job. She was doing her job as well as she could have. She gave them a fucking trigger warning. They decided, you know what, I get to go in the news here, and I get to ruin someone else's life if I sit here in this classroom and just ignore her trigger warnings. Then I get to ruin her life. So go fuck that shit. And again, this is a grown adult, by the way, grown adult student, by the way, who's at least 19 years old, a grown fucking adult at this university. Why isn't their name public? Why don't we know their name? Why is this teacher being put on blast and her reputation and career being destroyed, and this student somehow gets to avoid all of that? Jesus fucking Christ. Why is it though? Because the religion is a get out of jail free card in this country. You get to do whatever you want if you're religious. You get to walk over anybody if you're religious, and no one's allowed to say anything. Stupid ass shit. Anyway, there you go. Controversial segment there. So anyway, I was going to do that yesterday. You now know why I didn't do that at the end of yesterday's show. It would have turned into a 3-hour program. Yeah, I mean, Tyler, like, being Jewish, like, and as an ethnicity or a culture, yeah, like, if you want to fucking do Hanukkah and you want to sing the songs and shit, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. Like, I don't have a problem with Christmas. I have a problem with Christians, right? Like, if we were all secular and we celebrated Christmas the same way we do now, but everyone's not, like, no one believes that it's, like, Jesus's birthday. It's just like, oh, yeah, we get together and, like, light up a tree. That's fine, you know? Like, making some, like, fucking, you know, whatever they're called, those, like, potato pancakes, you know, and feasting on, like, whatever. Like, that's fine. Like, I don't give a shit. That's cool. Like, the Jewish culture, pretty fucking cool. I'm not gonna lie. But the religion aspect, you know, like, if you sign me up for a Jewish holiday season, I'm in, as long as we don't have to read some stupid Hebrew Bible bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You know, like, that's the problem with it. Like, we can have cool holidays. We're allowed to have cool traditions. That's fine. But this idea that in order to engage in a cool tradition that you need to believe in the Sky Fairy is just fucking ludicrous, and that taints the tradition. Whatever value that Christmas has is tainted by the fact that Christians believe it means something that it doesn't, right? You know? Like, Jesus' birthday, by the way, not even in December, probably somewhere in the summer, right? So, like, we have to deal with the nativity scene. That's a bunch of stupid ass bullshit, right? Like, and that's the problem with Christmas. And the same thing with Hanukkah. You tell me lighting the candles, singing songs, that's great, I'm in. But once people start saying, and then you gotta worship God or whatever, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I just want the presents and I want to watch the fire and the candles. Like, I don't want to worship fucking God. What are you talking about here, you know? Jesus Christ. So anyway, that's my little amendment there. But anyway, when you say the invisible hand, I can't help but think of a floating disembodied hand in Super Smash Brothers. Well, I think of Super Smash Brothers on the N64, but yes, the invisible fucking hand, absolutely, absolutely. All right, so we got some more shit here that I want to talk about. I want to hop in on this trend. I know a lot of people, they have heard this along, everywhere is talking about this one. Or maybe not. I don't know. This is like a weird cross-section for me. So, there's a big hullabaloo going on about the video game that is going to be coming out very soon called Hogwarts Legacy. This is the Steam page. You know, I'm just going to use this as B-roll while I talk about this. A lot of people are saying that if you purchase Hogwarts Legacy, if you play Hogwarts Legacy, you are transphobic. So I want to tackle the question, is it transphobic to play or buy Hogwarts Legacy? And you might be surprised at what I'm about to say, given that I myself am a transgender person. So I'm going out here to tell you all, it is not transphobic to play Hogwarts Legacy, but it's transphobic to buy it. I know. Nuance. If you want to play the game, I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit. But you should pirate it, because the people who made this game should not get paid. So this is something that's getting lost in this conversation, right? The idea that, Hogwarts Legacy is going to be so amazing that you need to pre-order it or buy it on day one, Really? You can't wait 3 months for a cracked executable to download from the Pirate Bay? Seriously? 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 I mean, come the fuck on. I mean, if you want to separate art from the artist, you know what? Whatever. Okay? Fine. I don't give a shit. But we have to really understand it. Or if you want to buy Hogwarts Legacy on sale 3 years from now, that's a whole separate story. But do people really need to play the game now? Like, do people really need to buy the game now? You can't wait a couple weeks or a month for a cracked EXE to be floating around and then download it for free? Seriously? Seriously? And that's the thing I have with gamers, is when did gamers get so fucking uppity and crybaby snowflake triggered little bitches? When did that fucking happen? These gamers that don't give a fuck about anything and just go, the only thing that matters in my life is playing games. I'm a gamer. I play new games all the time. I play the newest game of whatever, day one gamer. Really? Really? You have no self-fucking respect for yourself? You know, there's a lot of games that I like that are made by fucked up motherfuckers. And you know what? I'm able to separate art from the artist. But you know what else I do? I don't pay them. If there's a game that's going to come out that I really want to play, right? You know, and it's made by a fucked up motherfucker, but I still want to play it, I'll wait. I'll wait maybe a couple years, and then I'll download it for free on the internet. So, I don't know. You can play the game without giving these fucking fucked up freaks like J.K. Rowling money. You can play the game without giving these fucked up rich fat cats money. And then also, let's talk about gamers. Gamers are the most selfish, fucking, stupid, dumb fuck population on Earth. And I'm talking about AAA people. If you play indie games, you're in the indie game market, you're great. I love you. But these people that are like, I need to play every AAA game. The only games that I care about are AAA games, baby. AAA, A, and I play them all on day one. Do you know how the fucking video game industry treats the people that makes these games? Seriously? Do you know about crunch time? People that work at AAA game studios get abused harder than almost any other fucking goddamn industry in this country, in America anyway, right? These people work 18-hour days. They're forced to work when they get home. And if they don't, they get fired, right? And again, you know what they do? They hire people for crunch period, and then they have no job security, and then fire them after crunch period. The game industry is garbage. So you know what? I say, is it transphobic to play Hogwarts Legacy? No, but it is transphobic to buy it, but it's also worker phobic. You're just a shitty fucking scab. You're a fucking bitch if you're buying a AAA game in the year 2023, right? Oh, but I need to. I want to be part of the zeitgeist when the game is new. Really? Really? You fucking outsource your self-worth to the zeitgeist of gamer culture? You have no individualism? So I say, if you're going to play any of these AAA games, you're a fucking asshole if you're going to buy them on day one, because you don't need to. And games nowadays are developed in such a shitty fucking goddamn way that when they're released, they're fucking unplayable pieces of fucking garbage anyway, right? So you gotta wait a couple months for the games to be playable anyway, because our crunch fucking industry doesn't fucking make any goddamn fucking sense. So I'm sick and tired of these whiny fucking baby fucking gamers that want to accuse everyone else of being transphobic. Oh, you're the real transphobe because I want to play it and I'm trans. Yeah, I'm talking about these trans gamers that are defending playing Hogwarts Legacy. I've seen a couple of those motherfuckers. The real transphobes are the ones that say I'm not allowed. Yeah, this whole discourse, I've seen a lot of videos on this discourse, and I've chosen not to weigh in until now because this whole discourse is fucking stupid. It's fucking dumb, right? And this whole idea that it's centered around transphobia, also fucking dumb, because it's a fact. J.K. Rowling is a transphobic piece of garbage. Fact. She is going to get money if you buy the game. Fact. Therefore, if you give her money, you are transphobic. Fact. That is why if you want to play the game, you should pirate it. And this idea of doing the no you're the real bigot because you don't want me to buy this game and support Avalanche Software that got fucking fucked up in the face when they were doing the development cycle. Oh, I want to support the small crunchers. Oh, like, go fuck yourself. If you want to go support them, guess what? You know what you can do? You can go look at a Let's Play on YouTube, go watch the final credits, search these people's names, and give them money if they have like a Cash App or a social media thing. Search these people's, if you want to give the people who made the game money, you know, not the freaks like J.K. Rowling, that's great. That's why they have credits at the end of the game. So you can search all these people online and give them some donations, right? You don't need to buy the game. Okay, this idea that everyone in the gaming community just needs to buy games for full price on day one or else you're not allowed. Like, I'm sorry, man, but talk about people that are zombies. Talk about NPCs, literally. Like, you're just following in lockstep. You have to buy everything for full price all the time and give all your money to corporations that abuse people that make the games and art that you like. Jesus fucking Christ. We're talking about the dumbest of the dumb. And is it woke? You know, this is another one of those woke culture wars. Is it woke? What the fuck does woke have to do with this, you fucking moron? So yes, it is objectively transphobic to buy Hogwarts Legacy. If that's unfortunate for you, if that makes you feel shitty, guess what? Good. So go pirate the shit. Do you need to play it on day one? No, you don't need to play it on day one. Wait for a crack and pirate that fucking shit, okay? And then stop whining. Then stop fucking whining about it. Jesus fucking Christ. You know, a lot of people say that, oh, the trans community is whining about it. Oh, they're so triggered. Oh, they're so triggered. Really? The trans people are triggered? The trans people where J.K. Rowling is actually influencing legislation that's actually going to get transgender people killed in the UK and the US, and she is literally directly influencing that legislation? Yeah, we're the ones that are fucking triggered. How about you go fuck yourself? Instead, you know, the guy who's like, oh, no, I need to give major AAA game studios all of my money on day one, or else I'm not part of the zeitgeist and then I'll never be able to enjoy the game. Yeah, they're not the ones that are triggered, by the way. No. It's the trans people that are triggered. Go fuck yourself. And again, these useful pick-me minorities that are like, you know what, I'm trans and I identify with Harry Potter because I'm trans and it means a lot to me, and even though I don't like JK, like, it's nostalgia. Go fuck you, you little pick-me prick. No one needs to buy the game. Now, if I scroll down here, I don't know anything about this game. I scroll down here, I don't see multiplayer on the list on steampowered.com. Do I see multiplayer? It says single player, it says Steam achievement, full controller report, in-app purchases, Steam Cloud. Do I see multiplayer? Now, maybe it has multiplayer. I don't know. But to me, everything I know about this game, it looks like a single-player RPG. And you know what you can do with a single-player RPG? You can play it by yourself. And if you don't need to play with other people, you don't need to buy the fucking game. You can pirate the game, you dumb motherfucker. So I don't know why this is just absent from the discourse. Because gamers are too fucking pussy to pirate games anymore? What happened to that, by the way? What happened? Why are gamers nowadays such bitch beta pussies? They're afraid to fucking pirate games. They're afraid to have any sort of, like, put their foot down on anything. What happened to boycotting games with your wallet? What happened to go woke, go broke? This is just the reverse of that shit. If you fucking hate woke, then you go broke. That should be how it is. We should boycott these companies with our wallets, right? What happened to the gamer communities that would do that? Back in my day, when I was a fucking gamer, when I would play new games, people would be like, oh, this game abused their workers, so we're not going to buy it. That was based. That was awesome. Now we got a bunch of pussy baby, like, you know that meme with the big, strong, buff dog, and then you got the little crybaby dog? Like, gamers, like, back 20 years ago, 15 years ago, they were like, yeah, if your game studio does fucked up shit, we'll pirate your game, bitch. And nowadays, it's like, if your game studio commits a genocide or enforces genocide, or, I'll still buy the game because I grew up with it, man. I grew up with it. Gamers nowadays are fucking cucks. They're betas. They're losers. And this is why I don't like gamers. This is why I don't like games. This is why I don't like AAA game studios. The whole culture around it. The whole zeitgeist. The whole YouTube content culture where everyone's got to talk about the games in the stupidest fucking way imaginable. It makes everyone dumber. Jesus fucking goddamn Christ. So this is my opinion on Hogwarts fucking Legacy. If you want to play it, fucking feel free. But if you buy the game, you're a jackass. It's that fucking simple. I don't know why this is such a complicated affair. But anyway, thank you for watching. So that's my opinion on goddamn Harry Potter. Do I have opinion about Rust? I don't know what Rust is. I'm not gonna lie. So no, I don't. What is AAA? It's like, you know, it's just the big game studios, you know, like Blizzard, Activision, Warner Brothers, you know, big game studios. As in, you know, independent would be like 10 guys in their apartment, you know, with like 3 computers, like coding for fun and like eating pizza and drinking beer. Like that's independent games, right? And then you got corporate games where you need to go into a cubicle and you get fucking overworked for 19 hours straight and then you don't get fucking paid properly. That's AAA fucking games. And they're all trash. They're all fucking garbage, man. And again, pirate that shit. What happened to these pussy ass fucking gamers, man, that are afraid to pirate things anymore? Jesus fucking Christ. Fuck. Gamers are so fucking, they're so fucking such babies, man. I fucking hate them. This is why I'm not a gamer anymore. Fucking crybaby lunatics. If you spend more than $20 a month on video games, you're a sucker. And for not a physical object either, you're the Pokemon version of a sucker. Yeah, this is why I play Doom, because every Doom level pack is fucking free. It's fucking free. I can play hours and hours and hours of like extra content for my favorite game for free. For motherfucking free. It's crazy shit, man. This is why Doom is the best game. Ugh. Independent games are expensive to buy? Yeah, because people need to fucking eat. You know? I have no problem spending $10, $15, $20 for an indie game because, like, I know it's going to a developer that needs the money, you know? But anyway, let's keep going. We got some more shit. Got some more shit here. So I know this segment, I know that this one is going to break people's brains. I know people are going to click on this from the YouTube algorithm and they're going to be thrown for a loop. So hear me out here. We're going to be talking about the World Economic Forum, Davos, okay? We're going to be talking about COVID, okay? I'm going to be doing a combined segment. So I want to do 2 things here. I want to just show this. This is a 7-second clip. Once I show this, then I want to jump into the crux of this, but I really need to show this. This is Kyrsten Sinema and Joe Manchin discussing the filibuster at the World Economic Forum.
Difference for the American people.
Let me just raise this fucking volume.
In the last 2 years.
And we still don't agree on getting rid of the filibuster.
That's correct.
Thank you. I was
Look at this. Okay.
That's correct.
Thank you.
So they high-fived. Now, what is the filibuster? Real quick. The filibuster was started by Jim Crow senators. Jim Crow. What is Jim Crow? That is when segregation was the official policy. The Constitution of the United States of America says you need a majority to win and pass legislation in the Senate. A majority. If we have 100 senators, a majority would be 50 plus 1. Okay? That would be a majority. But in this country, we have what's known as the filibuster, which raises that threshold to 60. That was started by racists, Klansmen, people that were literally in the KKK. They made it up. It's not in the Constitution. It's not even in the law. There's no law about the filibuster. It's made up, okay? And so when Kyrsten Sinema and Joe Manchin are clapping for that, they're fucking crazy, okay? Now, just that's my quick introduction. I want to jump into this tweet here. Now, this is a very interesting thing that I saw on Twitter. The world's elite at the Davos Forum, the World Economic Forum, right? These are the richest, most powerful people in the world. They gather around once a year to talk about how they're going to fuck over everyone else. And they do it in front of cameras. Isn't that crazy that the World Economic Forum, they say all this fucking crazy ass shit in front of cameras? I know. And still the proletariat hasn't risen up to do anything about it, but hey, whatever. But the world's elite at the Davos Forum are enjoying every possible protection from COVID, including PCR testing, air filtration, UVGI light. Why isn't this being offered to everyone else? Every school, every workplace should have the same protections as the rich and powerful. So this, as you can see, look at them when they're doing these little small get-togethers. They have HEPA filters everywhere. Now, what do HEPA filters do? They basically suck the COVID out of the air. What do the UV lights do? They basically try to kill the COVID as it's in the air, right? And again, PCR tests when you go anywhere in the World Economic Forum location. So I ask you this, to all those COVID vaccine conspiracy people, to all those fucking COVID conspiracy people. There's a big cross-section with the COVID conspiracy people and people that hate the World Economic Forum. But I ask this question. If the richest, most powerful people in the world are spending billions of dollars for COVID protection, why aren't you afraid of COVID? If the richest, most powerful people in the world are afraid of it, to the point where they're spending millions of dollars to protect themselves, why aren't you? Now, we know in the United States, 83% of this country are anti-vaxxers. The anti-vaxxers won in the United States, right? No one in this country cares about COVID. Thousands of people die every week. No one bats an eye. Meanwhile, the richest people in the world, the people that are happy with the mass death and slaughter of COVID, the genocide, if you will, they're taking it extremely seriously. So, I say this. If you're a COVID conspiracy theorist, who do you hate more? Scientific communities or the richest people in the world? Because, hey, I don't know, maybe you should rethink your positions, because COVID is actually the most important thing going on in this country. Protecting ourselves from COVID is actually the most important thing we can do as an individual. As an individual, getting vaccinated is extremely important. Wearing a mask, extremely important. Getting filtration systems. If you're a teacher, right, get a filtration system for your classroom. Now, again, I know it's expensive, but the government's not going to do it for you. The school system is not going to do it for you, right? So again, if it boils down to individualism, which I know a lot of right-wingers love individualism because they're fucking stupid, brainwashed morons, right? And again, who brainwashed them to become individualists? These guys, the World Economic Forum that supports capitalism globally is the one who made you an individualist. So really, if you don't like the World Economic Forum, I know the right wing loves to jump on the World Economic Forum and do conspiracies about it, but the conspiracy is out in the open. COVID is dangerous and it's killing millions of people around the world. And the richest people are very fucking afraid of it. They are very fucking afraid of it. And so if they are afraid of it, with all the information that they have, given that they are the richest people in the world, if all the information that they have leads them to be afraid of it, why aren't you? So anyway, just thought I would show this one. If this is not proof that COVID is real and dangerous, I don't know what is. But the World Economic Forum at Davos, they're fucking scared. And they're not telling anyone that they're scared, but they're scared. And so if they're scared, and they have access to the best doctors in the world, the best healthcare in the world, and you have no healthcare, if you're an American, you have access to no healthcare, I would be a little bit more scared. So anyway, if that doesn't prove that COVID is dangerous, you're a lost cause. And again, 83% of the United States of America have become anti-vaxxers, which is exactly what the World Economic Forum wants. They want everyone in this country to die off because they know COVID is dangerous. They convinced Americans that the anti-vax conspiracy lunatics were right, and now 83% of the country is afraid of vaccines. Isn't that great? The flu vaccine uptake, down. So, congrats. The World Economic Forum, their plans are going right just as they planned. And the right wing, they can pretend to have these fucking theories that the World Economic Forum is going to kill them. But while they're pretending that the way that they're going to get killed is completely different from what it actually is, the very insidious COVID is going to take care of them, which is the real conspiracy, the actual conspiracy, the verifiably and factually provable conspiracy. Because again, why isn't the WHO and the CDC, why aren't they commanding that every school in the country, every office in the country, every restaurant in the country have HEPA filters? Because they want you to die. That's it. It's that simple. It's a genocidal policy. The rich, they want to live, so they are going to protect themselves, but they're not going to protect the poor. And the poor are not only, that's the thing that's crazy about this country, is the poor, they're sheep walking into slaughter. They're pigs walking into slaughter. They're cows in the line of the slaughterhouse. And they're happy about it. Like, there's so many Americans that are convinced that the vaccine is evil. Just like a good little drone. So many Americans convinced that masks are going to cause whatever fucking problem. Oh, I can't breathe with my mask on. Just like a good little drone. Yeah, that's right. Don't wash your hands. Don't brush your teeth. Don't eat fruits and vegetables. Just keep eating McDonald's. Keep getting COVID. And then, eventually, you'll die. And hopefully you die before 65 so you don't need to collect Social Security. And then the Republicans in government can steal that fucking shit and send it off to the World Economic Forum because the Republicans, all of them, not just the rhinos, all of them, every Republican, are the fucking... They're the owners are the economic forums, and they are the owned, okay? And 90% of Democrats are the same fucking thing. So if you really want to be an individualist, if you really want to be, one of these guys who's like, going to make it through the Great Reset, then I don't know, man. Seems to me like you're not going to make it. If you're avoiding vaccines, you're not going to make it. If you're avoiding masks, you're not going to fucking make it. So I don't know what to tell you. But hey, if any of the dumb motherfuckers die, I can't say I'm going to shed a tear. If they don't listen to advice that I have, that scientists have, that medical doctors have, and they die at the behest of the World Economic Forum like a good little baby, like a good little sheep, like a good little zombie, I can't say that I'm going to shed a tear. I can't say that society is going to be worse. In fact, the sooner they die, the better, probably for everyone else. But I don't want them to die. I'd rather them wisen up. I want them to wake up to what's going on. But, if they wake up to what's going on, they might become woke. And that's bad because, Davos hates woke. World Economic Forum hates woke. So, hey, I don't know, man. Think about it. They're scared because they're very secure economically, but still human. Exactly. Try harder, freaks. They'll keep trying to become immortal, but when they succeed, we'll hunt them down. Oh, whoa. Holy moly. Goddamn, the little spicy chat room there. But yeah, so... Davos, to my understanding, is the location of the World Economic Forum annual event. It's basically where rich people go and talk about how they want to abuse the shit out of everyone else. And they film it, and they live stream it, and then no one cares. Because mainstream media doesn't report on it, right? So you have to, actually look at the feed, and Americans don't give a shit. They literally plot, they do, at Davos, right, at the World Economic Forum, they have an entire, seminar about how to avoid taxes. It's like a college course. All the rich people go into a room and they discuss how to avoid taxes. You know what I mean? And they film it and they live stream it and then no one talks about it. But, I don't know, man. I can't. Americans and people in the broader population are just they're so stupid. I mean, my God, it's the smoking gun. These people, it's like the Andrew Tate shit. They film themselves confessing to their crimes, and then everyone's like, nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. Whatever. Who cares? What? But then you got Republicans that claim to be against the World Economic Forum, but they advocate for all of their policy. Oh, we gotta cut taxes on the rich, trickle down economics. Yeah, who came up with that? World Economic Forum. So Republicans are God, the dumbest motherfuckers in the world, man. Jesus fucking Christ. I hate everybody. I hate everybody, man. Everybody nowadays is really pissing me off. Let's talk about TikTok. So, like all social media, I think TikTok is trash. But there is this very unique, strain of American politics, that is thinking that TikTok is somehow worse than every other social media platform. And so I want to read this Rolling Stone article. This is about somewhere in Texas, a university. Students can carry guns at the University of Texas, but they can't use TikTok. Quote, you are no longer able to access TikTok on any device if you are connected to the university via its wired or Wi-Fi networks. So reads a notice that appears on the devices of students at the University of Texas at Austin, after the school announced it would be blocking the use of social media app on university Wi-Fi and servers. The decision was prompted by an order from Governor Greg Abbott banning the use of the app on state-owned devices on grounds of security concerns. Security concerns? Security concerns? Quote, as outlined in the governor's directive, TikTok harvests vast amounts of data from its users' devices, including when, where, and how they conduct internet activity. You know what else does that? Twitter. You know what else does that? Facebook. You know what else does that? Instagram. You know what else does that? WhatsApp. You know what else does that? Literally every app in your phone. That is quite literally how apps work. That is literally how the App Store or the Google Play Store functions. All of these major corporations that produce these apps, they mine your data and sell it to advertisers. That is how the entire industry functions. But TikTok is somehow a unique problem. But why is TikTok under fire? Because young people like TikTok. The powers that be saw how TikTok was used in the 2020 George Floyd uprising in this country. People were using TikTok to share real-time information of police brutality, journalist abuse, and murders. When police were murdering journalists, which is a violation of the First Amendment, it's also a violation of everything in the Constitution. You're not allowed to murder people just for fun, but you're definitely not allowed to murder journalists. And TikTok rose to national prominence in this country, politically speaking, from that era. And politicians have been trying to come up with a way to figure out how to ban it. And they come up with China. China! China! The data is being harvested by China. Really? I mean, let's say it is. Let's look at Twitter. Twitter has a plurality stake owned by the government of Saudi Arabia. Are we worried about how Twitter is harvesting our data? Saudi Arabia has one of the highest stakes of ownership in Twitter. Are we going to ban Twitter? No, because Saudi Arabia is our friend. Stupid fucking country. Stupid fucking country. Dumbass fucking country. It's a stupid fucking country. China. Chinese government. The Chinese Communist Party. Saudi Arabia. All good though, bro. And you know what? I would rather my data be owned by China than a government, by the way, that I don't live under, than the U.S. government that I live under. I would rather China have my data than the CIA or the FBI, which I know has my data. I would rather China have my data than a private corporation like Twitter or YouTube or Facebook or TikTok even. Like, let's say TikTok was a private corporation that did not funnel their data to China. I would prefer if China actually had the funneling, because at least a government is theoretically capable to be held accountable. Private corporations never will be. American shit like the FBI, NSA, CIA, they're never going to be held accountable for taking all your data. So this is why this is the dumbest shit in the world. And they're lying to people. They're lying. TikTok is not a unique threat. If TikTok is a threat because of Chinese interests, Twitter is a threat because of Saudi Arabian interests. So you can read the rest of this if you'd like, but, you know, it doesn't really fucking matter, honestly. I mean, it's just like some more extra shit that we already know. But I just thought that this was fucking hilarious. They're going to ban TikTok in all Texas universities now? Really? 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 Are you fucking kidding me? But you're not going to ban Twitter? My God, man. This society, if we can even call it that, is off the rails, folks. Off the fucking rails. We are crashing into the fucking ocean here with this society. This is some embarrassing ass shit. Embarrassing ass fucking shit. I don't know what to say. Hello, Paladin. How's everyone doing today? Is this show any good? I need real-time feedback, everybody, or else I'm going to become depressed. I'm going to become depressed if I don't get real-time feedback. Is the show good? Is it mediocre? You can tell me if it's like mediocre, you know, like show's not that good, you know. It's been better, you know, but it's not bad, you know. That's one of the things about doing like a semi-daily show, is that I feel like I've already done so many shitty shows that when I do a mediocre show, that they automatically get impressed. But this shoe is awesome. It's awesome. I don't know. It's starting to sound like an echo chamber in here. Am I right, people? Echo chamber. Up top. Right? But I have one more segment I want to cover today, and y'all are going to like it. It's a classic. I don't even know where to begin, honestly, and I say that with all sincerity. Goddamn echo in here, man. Jesus Christ. God damn it. Well, that's the problem, like, with my stream, is I'm so aggressive with my opinions that anyone that disagrees with me gets triggered and leaves, you know? Like, I have no problem if someone comes in here and disagrees with me. I will argue with them. But, like, I guess just my presence is I'm just aggressive, and people get afraid of that and they leave. I don't know. You know? Well, we've had Republicans come in here and they've tried their best, and then they just give up, or they just like call me a tranny over and over, and then, you know, like, which is essentially just giving up. So, but anyway, we have one extra segment here, and if you've seen this, don't spoil it for anyone else that hasn't seen it. So I was perusing internet.com and I came across a 35-second piece of audio and visual things, you know, like it's a video that happens to have audio attached to it, and it's gonna blow your mind. Okay, now previously I have said that the funniest Joe Biden moment was when he accused the Russian oligarchs of having ill-begotten gains, and then he struggled to say kleptocracy for 30 seconds straight. Now, I think that that's the best Joe Biden clip. This one may be better, okay? And I want you to brace for impact here. This may be the funniest Joe Biden clip that has ever happened, okay? And I don't say that lightly. There's been a lot of good ones. Like when Joe Biden was running for president and he said he's running for the Senate, and if you don't like him, vote for the other Biden. Classic. You know, of course, when he was trying to like quote like a Bible thing and he said, you know, the thing. Classic. That is vintage Joe Biden, right? And again, we're going to seize their yachts. Totally classic, retro. That is the good stuff here, right? But this one, okay? This is great. Okay, so I just want to brace for impact, everybody. Put your fucking seatbelt on. And I also want to say this is the most relatable president I've ever seen. This is the most relatable clip from any president I've ever seen. Barack Obama, relatable? Are you joking? George W. Bush, relatable? Come on now. Like Bill Clinton, my God, right? Like fucking Donald Trump. Like none of these people have ever been as relatable as Joe Biden in this moment. We've all been here. Let's watch.
But congratulations today to the honorees, including your wife, who I understand is a birthday today? Well, look, my wife has a rule in her family. When somebody's birthday, sing happy birthday. You ready? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Alan. Happy birthday to you. Well, it's hell turning 30, but you got to. But congratulations today.
Instant replay.
Today, the
Instant
honorees,
replay. Instant replay.
including your wife, who I understand is birthday today. Well, look, my wife has a rule in her family. When somebody's birthday, you sing happy birthday. You ready? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Alan. Happy birthday to you. To you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Alan. Happy birthday, dear Alan. Birthday, dear Alan. Birthday, dear Alan.
Fuck. I already watched this. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've already seen this, and I already laughed at it, and I'm laughing again, man. Oh my god, man. Fuck. Oh, instant replay. Let's go.
Birthday, dear Alan.
Now, if anyone is wondering, what is he saying there? He's saying, "Happy birthday, dear Alan." Now, you may be shocked to learn that the person whom is having the birthday is not named Vlad. So, you may be shocked to learn that. But I'm speechless, man. Joe Biden is awesome. I mean, Joe Biden is awesome. Like when I see this shit, I'm like, man, you crushing the rail worker strike. It's all good, bro, because this makes up for it. Man, you saying you're going to legalize weed but then lying about it, you know what? It's all good, because this is fucking worth it, man. This is so good, man. Like, oh, you said you're going to pull out of Afghanistan and then you started drone striking kids. It's all good. Fuck those kids, because this is all worth it, man. This is so good. Oh, my God. Okay, let's do it again.
Dear Alan.
Oh, my God. It's good. Holy shit. Oh my god. Alright, instant replay, full clip. Let's do it.
But congratulations today, the honorees, including your wife, who I understand is birthday today. Well, look, my wife has a rule in her family.
I mean, again, just talk about it like he put himself in. The best part about it is he put him, like, this is an optional situation. An optional situation. Like, what is the term? Like a fucking, I don't know, like an unnecessary self-own or some shit. Like, that's what this is. He did not need to sing happy birthday, right? Like, this was not on, this was him. He's improvising now. He's riffing. Like, I mean, my God. My God. And I mean, the best thing to do in this instance, he's holding a microphone, right? So the best thing to do would be on the third verse, right? You put the mic into the crowd and then they sing it. Right? And then you don't talk, you don't want to sing along with them, right? Because if you do, you know, then it'll drown out, you know, like when they do concerts and stuff, they put the mic into the crowd and then the crowd screams into the microphone and it's like, you know, like that would have been the way to handle this situation, but he did not come up with a way around it. Let's continue.
When somebody's birthday, you sing happy birthday. You ready? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Alan.
Oh! God, it's good. It's good. It's good. Oh my God. And of course, you know, he doesn't know how to sing the song and like the whole thing. And he also, can we talk about how Joe Biden sounds like he's got long COVID right now? Like, listen to the rasp in his voice.
When somebody's birthday, you sing happy birthday to you.
Like, listen to him.
Happy birthday to you.
Like, he sounds like he's about to cough up a fucking hairball, man. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. Oh my God. But again, I've been there. I've been in a situation where I don't know someone's name and I've been prompted to like say something that would involve their name. But I try to avoid that and then I try to get their name from context clues. You know, it's like a Seinfeld episode or some shit, man. Jesus fucking Christ. And also, can we talk about how we have so far devolved as a country where, like, if this were to happen, let's say Bill Clinton did this, let's say like Ronald Reagan did this, or like let's say like Richard Nixon did this, there would have to be like a press briefing, like you know, like you would have to explain this, you know, like the White House would have to put out a statement on something like this like 20-30 years ago. Like, that is crazy. Now it's just like, oh, it's just Uncle Joe being Joe. Like, we don't need a statement. We don't need to like look into this one. It's just a classic classic Joe Biden move. My God, man. Like, imagine, like, this is fucking great. Let's.
Happy birthday, dear Valen.
Fuck me. Fuck me. Oh my God. Oh, it's so good. So once again, I ask you this question. Donald Trump, really funny? Like, you know, the unintentional comedy from Donald Trump, extremely high. He's got extremely high entertainment value, but he doesn't hold a candle to Joe Biden. It's official, y'all. It's official. Joe Biden is now funnier than Donald Trump, okay? That's a fact. Now, previously, a year ago, if you asked me a year ago, I would say Donald Trump, no question, is funnier than Joe Biden. Not even close. But over the last year, you know, we have seen verifiable evidence that Joe Biden has what it takes to become the funniest president that's ever lived. This is hilarious, man. This is really good stuff. And I just can't wait for more. I mean, you know, can I hit the subscribe button on this stuff? Like, can I pay $5 a month on this stuff? Like, I want this directly injected into my bloodstream. This is really good stuff. You know, like, I'm looking the other way with those drone strikes. Oh, 20 dead kids? Fuck it. Oh, you know, COVID policy that's resulting in millions of dead people? Fuck it, you know. As long as we can get more of this stuff, it's all good. Kill as many Americans as you want. You know, give away all of our money to the rich. Feel free to do so. I don't care. As long as you keep singing happy birthday and forgetting people's names, I am all on board, man. This is my president. Joe Biden has earned my vote. Like, this is the moment where Joe Biden has earned my vote. You know, if Bernie Sanders ran against Joe Biden tomorrow, I'd vote for Joe Biden just to see more of this. Now, obviously, I'm joking, but my God. All right, one more. Let's go. And the way he just continues, by the way, he just continues like nothing happened. That's the best part. Like, he just goes through it, continues like nothing happened. All right, let's go.
Congratulations today, the honorees, including your wife, who I understand is birthday today? Well, look, my wife has a rule in her family. When somebody's birthday, you sing happy birthday. You ready? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Valen. Happy birthday to you. Well, it's hell turning 30, but
He just keeps going. He keeps going. He just posts through it. He just posts through it. Like I mean, my God. I want to see the rest of the speech. Fuck me. Fuck, this is the day that Joe Biden became president. The day Joe Biden became president, folks. Here we are. Martin Luther King Day, no less. My God. My God. Fuck me. Oh. Incredible, man. Incredible. God. Fuck. Anyway, that's my show today, everybody. Hopefully y'all enjoyed my extremist content. I'm extremist. Yeah, that's right. I'm an extremist. I'm hardcore, you know? And I'm not talking about the Minecraft difficulty. Her name is Andrea. Excellent information. I didn't know that was a name, though, so. Yeah, like, I don't know the fucking bitch's name either. So, I'm in the same boat with Joe Biden. I don't know that bitch's name. I don't fucking know. Oh. But God bless her. God bless her. I hope she's not a descendant of Martin Luther King. I'm pretty sure that's MLK3's wife. I hope that she is also not a descendant of the King family, because that would not, that would not be so good. Yo, remember when Donald Trump said the oranges of, when he meant to say origins and he said oranges? Does anyone remember? That was a good one. God, that was a good one. Can I find that one just real quick for my own entertainment? Can I find oranges? Fuck.
And I hope that this investigation now, which is finished, it's totally finished, no collusion, no obstruction. I hope they now go and take a look at the oranges,
Oh, it's still good. It's still good. It's still good.
now go and take a look at the oranges of the
He corrects himself and says the same thing. Yo, he corrects himself, but he fucks it up the second time.
take a look at the oranges of the investigation.
The oranges, man. Oh my god. Fuck. The oranges. Oh man. The fact that he corrects himself and then says it again. Man, I mean, it's good stuff. This is good stuff, but I think Joe Biden is better. I really do. I think Joe Biden's birthday song is better than this.
The oranges of the investigation, the beginnings of that investigation.
Then he corrects himself to beginnings, just so we know. God, man. What a country. I mean, once again, as George Carlin said, we have a front row seat to the freak show, man. I mean, seriously. Oh, man, I've never been prouder to be an American. Oh, I got tears in my eyes. Holy shit. This is so good. Fuck. Oh. Oh, just gotta do it again. Hold up.
Sing happy birthday. You ready? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Alan. Happy.
Let's go. Double dose.
The oranges of the
Okay. Oh my god. Fuck. Oh my god. There's so much happening in this world. And we deserve this, man. We deserve this. This is stuff that we need every once in a while. You know, this is why, you know, a lot of people, they don't know about the oranges. They don't know about because they don't follow the news, right? You know? But this is a little treat every once in a while, right? This is the cheese. Following the news every day, that's the pill. No one wants to take the pill, right? But this is the cheese that we wrap around the pill so that we swallow the news every day. You pay attention to the world every once in a while, you'll get some oranges, right? You'll get some kleptocracies. You'll get some, you know, it's just a little bonus, you know? My God. Fuck. But anyway, that's all I got for today. I can't even drink my coffee. I'm going to spit it out. Okay. Oh. That is a good reminder. Subscribe to my Doom channel, and thank you for the resub, Dead End Joker, who's still literally the coolest, by the way, which is the highest tier sub, which is not necessary, but thank you. Definitely subscribe. I'm trying to get monetized on this other ass channel, man. I'm trying to make that money. I want to start making money from Doom, man. Like, that's my shit right there. Again, anyway. Fuck. I haven't streamed in a couple days. I've been in a funk, everybody, because I'm one of those crazy motherfuckers that has got like mental health issues. Can you imagine? Like, I just get into a funk and then I don't want to play video games. Like, can you, like, what? You know? It's crazy. I just laid in bed all day. But maybe I'll stream. I don't know. It's just, you know, it's the mood. You know, I keep thinking, oh yeah, I'll stream today, and then I have OBS open, and I'm like, nah. But maybe, I don't know. We'll see. One of these days. One of these days it'll happen. But anyway, that's my show, everybody. Thank you for watching. Everyone, have a good day.
Birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Valen. Hey, dear Valen. 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 Happy birthday, dear Valen.
Now go and take a look at the oranges of the investigation. The beginning, oranges, the oranges of the investigation.